We are just going to learn about the strings in Python. In this video tutorial, we will explore some of the commonly used string operations and capabilities in Python. I am Dr. C. Immaculate Mary, Associate Professor and Head, PG and Research Department of Computer Science, Sri Sharada College for Women, Autonomous, Salem. Strings are indispensable for handling text-based data, which is prevalent in numerous applications. So the applications are web development and data science to system administration and scripting. And in Python, strings are used for representing textual data. So we will just see with how to create a string and store the string to one variable, and the built-in function which could be used in order to create an string, and thirdly that we can have a basic string operations, string comparison, and other built-in functions used on strings. And we could see how we can just access the characters in the string by using the index number. String usage abounds in just about all types of applications. A string consists of a sequence of characters which includes letters, numbers, punctuation marks, and spaces. To represent strings, we can use a single quote, double quotes, or triple quotes. So, as given in the sample, so we can make use of single quote, double quote for representing the string, and triple quote for which can span multiple lines. So strings are another basic type available in Python. So they consist of one or more characters surrounded by matching quotation marks. So for example, um, we can have the string quoted with a single quote, double quote, and the triple quotes, which could also be used to represent the string. The string function in Python is a built-in function, and it is used to convert an object into its string representation. And it is also a versatile function that can handle various data types, including integers, floats, booleans, lists, tuples, and even custom objects. So we can just use this built-in function in order to convert um, an object into the string. So in a given example over here, str of 10, the new even then it is a numeric value, it will be converted into string value as 10. And the empty string can also be created like this, and afterwards when we um, type get the type of that particular string that had been created, so which had been indicated as class str. We will see some of the basic string operations. So in Python, strings can also be concatenated using plus sign, and the star operator is used to create a repeated sequence of strings. So we will just take up an example. You declare a string 1 and string 2, and we'll just have the plus operation in order to join the two strings together, and this been called as an concatenation. And even we can just have the so this method can also be possible, the two strings directly that we can concatenate by the join operator, which is plus. And uh, we cannot use plus operator to concatenate the values of two different uh, data types. For example, we cannot concatenate string data type with integer data type. So we need to convert the integer type to string type, and then only that we can just concatenation can be possible. We'll just compare two strings by using the relational operators, and which will resulting in either boolean true or false value. So Python compares strings using ASCII value of the characters. For example, January is equivalent to Jan. So this is false, and so which will just compare with the ASCII value, and the January is not equal to Jan, that is true value, and January is less than Jan, that gives rise to false, and January is greater than Jan, which gives the value true. So we will just see some of the other built-in functions used on strings. Len function. The len function calculates the number of characters in a string, and which also white space and the white space characters are also counted. The max function returns a character having the highest ASCII value, and minimum function returns character having lowest ASCII value. So once the string is created, we need to access the characters in the string, and that could be possible by using the index number. Each character of a string occupies a position in the string, and which corresponds to an index number. So the first character starts at an index 0, and the next character is at index 1 and continues. By using this index, we can very well access the individual character in the string. And also we can read the data from backward by using the negative indexing. We can count backward from the end of the string starting from an index number of -1. We will see the other aspects of strings in Python. So we'll just see with the string slicing and joining. Some of the steps that could be used in slice operation, joining the string using the join method, and splitting the strings using split method, and we could also see how we can just traverse character by character in the string by using the for loop, and some of the string methods which we can just manipulate the string. The slicing of a string refers to accessing the subparts of the sequence of characters from the original string. So the slicing could be done by specifying the range of index numbers separated by a colon. So we need to provide start, end, and step values. So it returns the substring beginning at the start, extending up to the end, but not including the end. So string slicing can be done using either a positive or a negative indexing. So some of the samples that had been given in the slide. So just to go through it, that how this working out. So while we do the slice operation, so the third argument is called step value, which is an optional, and it could be specified along with the start and the end index numbers. So the step refers to the number of characters that can be skipped after the start indexing character in the string. So we can just see the example over here, and we could make use of this step value if at all needed. Strings can be joined with the join method, and this join method is also another way to concatenate the string. It's a flexible way, and the So this is the general syntax for this joining the strings. So this date of birth is joined with the colon operation. So we need to provide the delimiter in the string name, and the sequence should also be provided. So the colon being inserted in by using the colon. So we just join the date of birth. And as far as this sentence is concerned, we are just joining the sentence by using the space delimiter. And in the next case where we can have this numbers and characters going to be joined, and once you provide this number as a string name, it will just display this number in between each and every character. The split method returns the list of string items by breaking up the string using the delimiter that what we give. And then the syntax that we need to give separator and the maximum split. So here the separator is the delimiter, which is an optional, and a given string is split into a list of strings based on the specified separator. If the separator is not given, the white space is considered as a delimiter in order to split the string. And if a maximum split is given, so this will take up as a maximum number of splits that are to be done, and which will be this list will have the at most maximum plus one item. And if it has not been given, or it is not specified, or if it has been specified as minus 1, then there is no limit on the number of splits. So in the example, we have separated this first list by using the comma delimiter, and since the delimiter is not given as a separator over here, it just uses the space. So as strings are immutable, it cannot be modified. The characters in a string cannot be changed once a string value is assigned to string variable. So for example, over here, the string value dollar is assigned to string variable immutable. And so if we try to change the one character, that is D by C, so this cannot be possible by using the second line. So when we use the value in the specific index is changed, so it will give you an error. Um, so this is because we cannot change the string value once it has been assigned to a string variable. And in the but the same can be done by concatenating the C character C from the first index of the immutable. Thus we can just change the D as C. So this can be permissible, and also we can assign a new value. So as in the 6, 5 and 6, we can assign a whole new string value to existing string variable that is allowed. The string is a sequence of characters. Each of these characters can be traversed using the for loop. So we can just set up a loop in order to read the character by character. Uh, this alphabet is equal to Google, and we just set up an index to 0, and we'll just read each and every character in the alphabet, and we can print the character along with its index, and you can just in the next iteration you can just increment the index value. So likewise that we will just every time when we increment we will get the next character in the string. So now we'll just see with some of the string methods for case conversions. The upper, the method upper, which converts the letters to the uppercase, and lower method, which converts the string to the lower case. and the title which converts to title case. So it will just capitalize each word. Then there is another method which is capitalize, which capitalizes the first letter of the string, and swap case which swaps the uppercase to lowercase and vice versa. So likewise that we can just have the case conversion methods. So this is the sample for case conversion methods. So the corresponding method has been applied over here, and in the right hand side we'll get the answers. So we'll just see with this other string methods which will check the string properties. The first method which starts with it will just check if the string starts with a given string. So if only that it will just give true value, and ends with substring, that it checks if the string ends with a given substring, and is alpha, it will return true if all the characters are alphabets, and if the string contains all our digits, and is digit will give return true value. The next comes here is alphanumeric. So it will just if a string contains um, both the letters and the numbers, and it will just return the true value if all the characters are alphanumeric, and is space returns true if the string consists of white space characters, and is lower, it will check if all the characters are in the lower case. Is upper method which checks if all the letters are in the uppercase, and is title which will checks in the string which is in the whether it is in the title case or not. So the sample given over here which is used to check the properties of the string given. So we will just see some of the string methods which are very much used for searching and counting the strings. So as far as this find substring is concerned, it returns the index of the first occurrence of the substring, or it will just return -1 if not found. The rfind substring which returns the index of the last occurrence of the substring. The next index substring which is more or less is like a find, but it raises an error if not found. Then r index is also like r find, but it raises an error if not found. Count of substring, that it returns the number of times a substring appears in a string. This is the sample code with output for the string methods what we have discussed, used for searching and counting. So these are all the string methods which are used for string modification, replace old with new. So which replaces the occurrence of old string with a new string. And there is a strip method which removes the leading and trailing white spaces in the string, and the L strip which removes leading white spaces in the string, and R strip removes trailing white spaces in the string. And these are all the sample code with the output for string methods which could be used for string manipulation. These are all the sample code with output for string methods for splitting and joining. So we'll just see some of the string methods for alignment and padding. center along with the so which centers a string with a given width L just which left aligns with padding or just which will be used for right alignment with padding and Z fill that is which pads with the leading zeros. And these are all the samples for string methods which is used for alignment and padding. While we are making use of the print functions, we need to give the format of the string. So there will be of two methods will be followed. One is string format and another one is F string format. If suppose if str format method is used, if we need to insert the value of a variable or an expression or an object into another string and we need to display it to the user as a single string, that we can just make use of str.format and this method is used. And the as far as F string is concerned, the F string is a string literal that is prefixed with the F. So both these usages are given in the slide. Strings are versatile and widely used in Python. So mastering of string operations and methods is very essential. The practice with the examples to enhance your skills. Thank you for watching this tutorial.